In this video, let's talk in detail about several possible ways the match between John Cena, Logan Paul, and Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso could end at next week's Money in the Bank. First possible way is Logan Paul cheat to John Cena. If you look at how this is going to happen, in the last SmackDown episode, Jey Uso looked Cena and Logan and said impulsively, "Why are we waiting for Money in the Bank to fight?" When he asked, "Shall we fight right here, right now?" John Cena refuses and tries to leave the ring. At that moment, Logan Paul stops John Cena by tapping him on the shoulder and asking him where he is going, and Paul said that we need to fight at this point, but John Cena was not impressed by the way Logan Paul spoke to him. This led to a rift between John Cena and Logan Paul. At that time, Cody Rhodes started to talk, and that caused broke in the anger between Cena and Logan Paul. At the same time, Cena and Logan Paul team up and start attacking Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes. However, Cena and Logan were thrown out of the ring, and Cody and Jey showed their dominance. There was a big misunderstanding between John Cena and Logan Paul in their first promo together. Because of this, there is a possibility that Logan Paul and John Cena will clash again in this week's Money in the Bank match. So there is a chance that Logan Paul beat his own partner, John Cena, and allowing to win Cody Rhodes and Jey. The second possible chance is that John Cena attacked Logan Paul and left the match. The reason for doing this is that after the Money in the Bank event, this will lead to improve their storylines in the upcoming pay-per-view events. Therefore, there is a possibility of ending the tag team match like this way in Money in the Bank for this purpose. This is why John Cena can attack Logan Paul during the tag team match at Money in the Bank for some reason and leave the match. Because of this, Logan Paul, who cannot fight alone, will lose to Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes. Therefore, Paul challenges John Cena to a match at the Night of Champions event held after Money in the Bank, citing John Cena's betrayal. Since Cody Rhodes can also challenge John Cena for another match for his title, Cody Rhodes also challenges John Cena to a match at the Night of Champions event. Therefore, John Cena, Logan Paul, and Cody Rhodes can be combined to plan a triple threat match at the Night of Champions. Because of this betrayal will allow for a good storyline to be created around John Cena in Night of Champions. The third possible way is victory of John Cena and Logan Paul. In this Money in the Bank match, John Cena's team can defeat Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso and show the fans the dominance of John Cena's heel turn again. Here, I mean John Cena's team, John Cena, Logan Paul, and Travis Scott. Travis Scott will definitely come to help John Cena in their tag team match. That way he will come and help John Cena win the match. Because in the past few days, Travis Scott has been training with King Booker for his ring entry, because initially rumors spread that Travis Scott was John Cena's partner at Money in the Bank. But then Logan Paul was brought into John Cena's storyline. However, there is a high expectation that Travis Scott will provide to John Cena with the same support this time too, which Cena got before Money in the Bank matches. In order to stop John Cena from cheating with the help of his colleagues, Cody Rhodes will challenge John Cena to a Hell in a Cell match at Night of Champions. Fourth possible way is the final boss Rock's return. This is another best opportunity that could happen, because the main reason for John Cena's heel turn is The Rock. So what was started with Rock can be finished with Rock. Last time, Rock's return gave John Cena a good heel turn, and he was able to win the undisputed WWE Universal Championship title. Also, John Cena's previous fan base started to crumble because of this heel. This time, the final boss will return to put everything back to the way it was. Therefore, at the Night of Champions event held after Money in the Bank, John Cena will most likely have a singles or triple threat match to defend his championship. Therefore, the final boss's return at Money in the Bank will become a good promo as a prelude to John Cena's upcoming title loss. Fifth possible way is victory of the Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso. There is a significant chance that Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes will win this tag team match. If they win, John Cena and Logan Paul could blame each other for losing the match, leading to a fight between the two. This creates a storyline between John Cena and Logan Paul. Later, Cody Rhodes can come between the two of them and ask John Cena for a title match, so he asks John Cena for that rematch. This later provides a good lead for a triple threat match between the three of them at the Night of Champions event. If we look at why Jey Uso was suddenly removing from their storyline, Jey Uso is currently competing in tag teams these days. Jey is also presently competing as a tag team with Cody Rhodes and also teamed up with Sami Zayn and CM Punk. This is why Jey Uso is busy these days, because he appears in storylines on both Raw and SmackDown episodes. This is why he will be largely removed from that storyline after the tag team match he is set to play with Cody Rhodes at Money in the Bank. The biggest reason for this is that in the last episode of Raw, it was shown that Jey Uso was preparing for a rematch with Gunther. Therefore, Jey Uso already has several options for his storyline after Money in the Bank. One is that Jey Uso can compete as a tag team with Punk and Sami Zayn, or he can with Fight Gunther. In addition, there is a big twist here. Roman Reigns returned occasionally in the last few months. After playing a couple of games, he disappeared again. Roman Reigns lost the match at WrestleMania 41 after Paul Heyman cheated on him. He then appeared on the Raw episode and was severely beaten by Seth and Braun Breaker. After that, Roman Reigns never returned to WWE. There have been many rumors about Roman Reigns in recent days. One of the biggest rumors was that after Paul Heyman's betrayal, Rikishi would come to Roman's aid. But whether Roman returns alone or with Rikishi as his new wise man, Roman Reigns' return will definitely return at this year's Money in the Bank event. If Roman Reigns returns at Money in the Bank, he will team up with Punk. If this happens, Jey Uso will no longer have to tag team with Punk and Sami. This will allow Jey Uso to resume the unfinished storyline he had with Gunther at WrestleMania 41. Since John Cena will be participating in the Raw episode that follows Money in the Bank, there is a huge chance that the John Cena and CM Punk storyline will begin after the Money in the Bank. As if laying a foundation stone for this, on the last episode of Raw, CM Punk gave a big message to John Cena. What Punk said was that after I win the Money in the Bank briefcase, I have two options. One is I can challenge to my friend that's Jey Uso for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, and other options was that's John Cena. He is currently holding undisputed Universal Championship title. I would definitely choose John Cena. If I won the Money in the Bank match, I will coming to fight with you. CM Punk had sent a message to John Cena like this. But unfortunately, Punk was defeated in the Money in the Bank qualifier match. In this match, Punk's opponents were AJ Styles and Americano. In this match, Punk was also interfered with by Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, and Bronson Reed and made him lose the match. This was an advantage for Americano, who defeated Styles and qualified for the Money in the Bank match. But even if CM Punk loses the Money in the Bank match, he will definitely have a storyline with John Cena before long. Like this, storylines are being created around John Cena, with wrestlers lining up to compete with him. While this is happening on one side, on the other side, the end of John Cena's farewell tour is getting closer and closer. The first half of this year is already gone. Therefore, all the matches on John Cena's schedule have to be held before the end of his farewell tour. Therefore, there is a possibility that many major changes will occur in John Cena's storyline in the coming days. It depends on either his championship run or his loss. So friends, please comment on your thoughts on these things. Then we will see in another huge update. Have a great day.